Today, we're counting down the 10 most addictive. Kicking off with number 10, A Condition Called Love. This anime is what happens when pure-hearted sweetness collides with the chaotic mess that is teenage love. We've got Hotaru, the girl who's basically allergic to romance, and Hananoi, the guy who is a walking shoujo cliché, handsome, persistent, maybe a little too intense. Seriously, this man treats relationships like a full-time job with overtime pay. But here's the twist. It works. Their chemistry is awkward, adorable, and slightly terrifying because Hananoi would probably build a shrine for his girlfriend if left unsupervised. The anime captures that jittery high school first love energy, awkward confessions, holding hands like it's a marriage proposal, and the dramatic tension of, oh no, our eyes met for 0.2 seconds. It's not perfect. Sometimes it leans into stalker-ish behavior more than I'd like, but honestly, that's part of the drama that keeps you hooked. If you like your school romance with a dash of, is this wholesome or creepy, then this one is for you. Sliding to number 9, Whisper Me a Love Song. Yori and Himari's story is peak chaos disguised as fluff. Himari thinks Yori's band performance is romantic love at first sight, but no, sis was just vibing with the music. Meanwhile, Yori actually falls in love. That's right, misunderstanding level 100. This anime is a masterclass in slow burn, sapphic sweetness. The dynamic is hilarious. Yori's over here pouring her heart into every line like she's Adele, and Himari is cluelessly cheering like she's at a karaoke bar. You'll scream, just talk to each other at least 20 times, but that's part of the fun. Also, the band's subplot adds extra sparkle. Because let's be honest, school romances get spicier when you throw in music practice, rival bands, and late-night emotional concerts. If you're tired of cookie-cutter boy-girl romances, this one's fresh, funny, and totally heart-melting. Plus, it makes you want to start a band even if the only instrument you can play is the YouTube autoplay button. Landing on number 8, Blue Box. Blue Box is like a smoothie of sports anime and romance, but instead of protein powder, it's filled with awkward teenage longing. Taiki, a dedicated badminton player, falls for Chinatsu, the star of the basketball team who just happens to live in his house. Yep, cohabitation trope alert. The tension? Off the charts. Every breakfast scene feels like a confession is seconds away, but no, anime law requires at least 47 misunderstandings before true love. The art style is clean, the pacing is slow but deliberate, and the feels sharp enough to slice your heart. My only gripe, Taiki's patience is legendary, almost suspicious. Bro is basically the Buddha of teenage crushes, but that's why it's addictive. You keep waiting for the big emotional payoff, and when it hits, it's like a buzzer beater in overtime. This one balances sports intensity with quiet, heartfelt moments, making it a standout for fans who like their romance with a side of sweat and sneakers. Looking at number 7, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Ah yes, the age-old tale. Elite high-class girl meets down-to-earth boy, and sparks fly like fireworks at a school festival. Rika is the refined, perfect student, while Natsume is the regular dude trying to live his life without drowning in melodrama. Naturally, they clash like oil and water, and then somehow turn into peanut butter and jelly. What makes the series pop is the clash of social classes. It's not just romance, it's basically Pride and Prejudice with a modern anime twist. But let's be real, half the fun is watching the side characters lose their minds over this unlikely pair. Also, can we talk about how every scene feels like it's drenched in flower petals? Someone in the animation studio clearly bought stock in sakura trees. It's elegant, dramatic, and a little cliché. But hey, sometimes clichés are like comfort food. And honestly, who doesn't love watching the perfect girl get flustered by the most ordinary guy on the planet? Dropping at number 6, You and I Are Polar Opposites. This anime is basically What If Romeo and Juliet, but less dying and more blushing. Sakura is outgoing, cheerful, and sunshine incarnate. Kubo is stoic, quiet, and looks like he'd rather fight a bear than talk about feelings. Together, pure chaos. Their personalities clash so hard it's like watching fire and ice in a snowball fight. Messy, but impossible to look away from. What I love here is how the series nails that opposites attract trope without making it feel stale. Their banter is sharp, the misunderstandings are hilarious, and when they do finally connect, it's like the emotional equivalent of fireworks. The only downside is you'll constantly want to smack both of them for being so dense. Still, that's the school romance experience. We're not here for perfect communication. We're here for blushes, awkward silences, and emotional roller coasters. If you've ever crushed on someone totally different from you, this one will feel uncomfortably relatable. Halfway at number 5. In the Clear is like the chill cousin of all the other high-drama romances. It's slower, softer, and more slice of life, but don't confuse chill with boring. The story dives into those small, everyday moments that somehow carry more emotional weight than a big confession scene. It's about subtle glances, tiny shifts in body language, and the kind of quiet tension that makes you want to scream into your pillow. The art is soft and dreamy, like someone dipped the frames in pastel colors, and it matches the mood perfectly. But here's the catch. It's not for everyone. If you're the type who gets impatient and yells, "Kiss already!" every 5 minutes, this anime might test your soul. Still, that's the beauty of it. It rewards patience. Think of it as the slow burn playlist you didn't know you needed, one that sneaks up on you until you're emotionally invested without realizing it. Up to number 4, Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. This one is criminally underrated. Shiraishi is so average he's basically a ghost. Like, people literally don't notice him. Honestly, same. But then comes Kubo, who decides invisibility is not an option on her watch. What follows is a romance filled with teasing, playful banter, and the slow realization that being seen by someone can be more romantic than any grand confession. Kubo is a queen of teasing, half wholesome, half menace, and it's adorable watching Shiraishi struggle to handle attention for the first time in his life. Sure, sometimes it leans into the teasing girl, flustered boy trope a bit heavily, but it works because their chemistry is off the charts. It's light, funny, and gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling without drowning you in melodrama. Also, props to Shiraishi for being the most relatable protagonist ever. Dude just wants to get through high school without vanishing into the background. Big mood. Gliding into number 3. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. This anime is a trap. You start expecting some lighthearted fan service about a girl in a bunny outfit, but nope. It's actually a roller coaster of existential angst, supernatural metaphors, and romance that'll smack your soul. Sakura, our snarky king of deadpan humor, meets Mai, the bunny girl who literally can't be seen by others. It sounds absurd, but the show somehow makes it feel profound. Every arc tackles teen insecurities like bullying, social pressure, or self-worth, wrapping it in a supernatural bow. And the romance? Sakura and Mai have some of the wittiest, most honest chemistry in anime. Like, these two roast each other for breakfast, but also ride or die, no questions asked. The writing is sharp, the emotions hit hard, and yes, it'll probably make you cry at least once. Don't let the title fool you. This is not a meme anime. It's one of the smartest school romances out there. Flying at number 2. Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Okay, confession time. This anime is a comedy gem disguised as a romance. Chio confesses her love to Nozaki, and this absolute brick of a man mistakes her for a fan of his manga. Instead of dating, he ropes her into being his assistant. Classic. What makes this show so addictive is the sheer absurdity of it all. Nozaki's complete lack of awareness, Chio's endless patience, and the side characters who steal the spotlight with their chaotic antics. Every episode is a laugh riot, with parody moments poking fun at shoujo tropes while still delivering genuine sweetness. And yes, the romance is there, but it's buried under layers of comedic gold. This isn't the anime you watch for a tearful confession. It's the one you watch when you need to laugh until your stomach hurts. Still, the charm of watching Chio and Nozaki stumble through their relationship is addictive in its own chaotic way. And finally, number 1, Toradora! Toradora, the crown jewel of school romance anime. We've got Taiga, the pint-sized powerhouse of rage, and Ryuji, the gentle, delinquent-looking guy who's actually a domestic god. At first, they team up to help each other with their crushes, but fate laughs in their faces and says, "Nah, you're falling each other instead." What follows is a perfect storm of comedy, heartache, and some of the most iconic character development in the genre. Taiga may be a gremlin, but her emotional journey is one of the most satisfying arcs you'll ever see. And Ryuji? Protect that man at all costs. He deserves the world. This anime nails everything: the laughs, the tears, the romance that feels earned. By the end, you'll be screaming, crying, and maybe calling your ex just to feel something again. Toradora isn't just addictive, it's legendary. A true classic that deserves its throne at number 1. And that's our list of the top 10 addictive school romance anime you can't miss. Which of these heart-throbbing, laugh-out-loud stories is your favorite? Did we miss one that deserves a shout-out? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more anime chaos every week.